Welcome back. I'm in our green room with Claire, who's worried about her granddaughter. Simply put, Michelle isn't doing the normal things that 19-year-olds do, not going out, not having fun, and certainly hasn't got a boyfriend. And it all comes down to her looks. So to find out more, let's talk to Michelle's grandmother, Claire. Claire, so what's going on with Michelle?
She's literally pulling her hair out.
What do you mean by that?
She's taking strands of hair and removing them.
And what's that doing to her life?
She hasn't got a life.
Does she go out?
No, no. She never goes out.
No,
hardly at all.
When did it start?
About 18 months ago, but this last 12 months it's got gradually worse.
So what did she used to look like?
She had lovely long hair. You could sit on her hair when she was
that long?
Yeah.
That's a picture of her in the old days. But now, what does she look like now?
Completely different. Never see her without a bandana.
And what's that covering?
That's covering the fact that she's pulled the entire top of her hair out.
And what's it like for you?
Horrible.
Do you try and tell her to be otherwise?
Of course we do, yeah.
What sort of things do you suggest to her to do?
Keep her hands busy. It's literally when she's concentrating, she seems to do it even more. And
what about going out? Do you try and encourage her to go out?
Yeah, if we push her, she will come. She'll go shopping or something like that, you know. But she's no teenage life at all. No friends.
None at all?
No.
Nothing at all.
Nothing
so
at all.
let's walk back there so we can actually go and meet Michelle. But you're saying, as a grandmother, I mean, what would you like to see your granddaughter do?
I'd like to see her having a good time.
Yeah?
Like young people should be having.
Yeah? And are you surprised that she actually came here today?
I'm very surprised.
Are you? What would she normally have done?
I'm very proud of the fact that she's come here today.
Yeah.
I am.
But what would she normally have done with the whole thing if you suggested going out?
No, she wouldn't have done that.
But what sort of stress does this have on you, do you think, and the family in general?
Well, it upsets us more than anything else, you know, the fact that she's like she is.
And here she is. This is Michelle. And Claire, we've kept you backstage because you were a bit nervous about going out and there and facing everybody, but we did want to talk to you about how things are going on. And you were saying what you wanted for Michelle as a grandmother is what?
To have a life, to enjoy her life while she's young. Yeah. Because it passes so quickly.
OK, so... Hi, Michelle. Hi. I understand it's taken you a lot of courage to be here today. So what happened? Why? When? How?
Well, it started, like, I got abused by a family member, and, like, 2 years ago, about 2 to 3 years ago, it started then, and then I started getting worried and stressed, and then I started, like, pulling a strand out of my hair. You never pull chunks out, just, like, strands.
Yeah.
And it's just been going on from then, and now I don't even realise I'm doing it.
And when you're actually pulling your hair out, and that must hurt, mustn't it?
No, I only just pull one strand out at a time.
And how does it make you feel when you're doing it?
Well, on some strands you get the root on it, and I feel satisfied when you get a root. Then it makes me want to do it again, but I feel guilty at the same time.
And so now you haven't got any hair, you're losing your hair, and are you losing... What, your life?
Yeah, I don't feel confident to, like, go out or socialise. I would like a job, but, like, they probably would ask questions about the bandana or, like, my condition, and I don't feel comfortable telling that.
And how do you feel going out in public?
I feel paranoid most of the time that people are staring.
Right, and so does that make you not want to go out?
Yeah, so I'll stay in.
Do you think that your gran and your family understand what you're going through?
They understand a bit, but because they haven't been through it themselves, then they can't help me or anything like.
What would help you? I mean, what could your gran do to help you more?
I don't know, really. She can't help me unless she's been through it herself, experienced it.
OK, so now I know one of the things you said is about feeling paranoid when you go out and there are people around because you haven't got your hair there. So here's the big challenge today. How about accompanying me out onto the stage?
Yeah.
You will do that? Wow. All right. Well done. I'll let you steer. This is your part of the show. Please welcome Michelle. How's that feel?
All right.
Do you think it's weird you got a cheer?
Yeah.
Do you know why you got a cheer?
No.
Maybe someone would like to tell us why it is that Michelle... someone said you're brave. Hang on, let me dash back here. this lady's hand shot up. Why did you give her a cheer? Stand up for me. Thanks.
Because she's a very brave girl, and I understand that obviously what you've been through has been really, really, really difficult. To actually say that live on TV is a really brave thing to say as well. But what about getting some help, sweetheart? What about getting some help? Because you've got a future. There's a life for you out there, and there's so much going on for you. If you could overcome this, because I used to self-harm, so I understand it's a form of self-harm, and there is help out there for you if you want it.
Thank you. So I want to talk to you a little bit more before we meet somebody else in our audience. So when do you pull your hair out? Are there specific times or...?
No, not specific times. Like, now I don't realise I'm doing it. People have to tell me that I'm doing it because I've done it for so long, and it's pain-free.
Yeah. And when people do point out that you're doing it, how does that make you feel?
I don't mind, actually. It doesn't bother me now. I stop until they look away, then I'm at it again.
But your life, do you go out with friends?
No, I don't. I stay in most of the time now.
Have you got friends?
No.
Why not? What happened to your friends?
I just don't feel comfortable socialising or, like, meeting new people. Or I push everyone away and push my family away at the moment.
Why do you do that?
I don't know, just, like, being myself.
Yeah.
Don't want people to moan at me about it.
OK, so the long word, the condition for this, I hate the words, is trichotillomania, or trick. And it's almost like an obsessive, I suppose, an obsessive self-harm.
Yeah.
Do you see a day at 19, do you see a day when you can get through this? And
At the moment, I don't see a day that I can get through it.
No?
No.
You don't see yourself ever?
I don't see myself overcoming it.
Do you not?
No.
Never?
No, because it's controlling me, and I've tried to stop, like, in so many different ways, like keeping myself busy.
Yeah.
But nothing works.
I want to meet somebody in the audience over here, a lady called Naomi. Please welcome Naomi. She's going to stand up to talk to us. Hi, Naomi. I'll let you... In fact, if you want to pop up there and sit next to her.
Yes. Thank you.
Naomi, you might be able to
Michelle.
explain why you're here and...
I'm here because basically I pulled my hair out for 27 years. I'm just over 6 years pull-free now. And I'm wearing a wig because I haven't recovered all my hair. I just want to say to you, there are moments in life that are really important, and this particular moment is your strength. You know, there isn't any other time to solve this than right now, and you can do it. There's a lot of help. It's hell. It's difficult. I'm not going to say to you that it's going to be easy. What I am going to say is that you'll almost certainly become pull-free fairly quickly from having people to talk to, from being understood.
And did people nagging at you make it worse, better, what?
It just made me feel like there was something desperately wrong with me. It felt like when people said, I want you to be normal, I want you to go out, and bless her heart...
That made it worse for me when people said, I just want it to be normal.
Exactly. And bless her heart, your grandmother was really trying to help, wasn't she?
Yeah.
But that did make it worse for me.
So what could a parent do, though? Because on one hand, it must be upsetting
Well, I don't think they can do anything unless they've been through it themselves, really.
Oh, so Naomi, you have been through it.
Exactly.
Are you a parent?
I am a parent, yes.
So what would you do if you saw one of your children doing it?
I think that the most important thing is to encourage her to talk, which is very, very difficult. And by the time you get to the stage where you are pulling your hair, there's been so much that you haven't said that it's really difficult to start that process of talking. But
and I think this is today is one of the first times, I think, am I right?
First time we've ever talked about it.
Whoa.
I couldn't have done it at your age.
So, how does talking about it feel?
It feels good.
Does?
Yeah.
Would you like to talk to somebody about it while you're here today?
Yeah, I would. I want it to be more aware in, like, the UK, and I want, like, if anybody else is watching this programme that's in the same situation as me, that they're not alone, because I thought I was alone until 3 weeks ago, and I've had it for 3 years.
Exactly, and you find out you're not alone.
Yeah, and I feel much better, like, talking to other people that's been, you know, in the same situation as me.
Yeah, I can understand that. All right, so if you'd like to come backstage and talk with Tina, and would you like to catch up with Naomi as well? Because she has been there, done it. She's got a really nice peach-coloured T-shirt for it. Yeah?
Yeah, and I'd just like to say, those that are going through it, and, like, if the family members are nagging at the people that are doing it, don't nag at them, because it's just going to make them worse.
Yeah, and there's information that they can get too. OK. So, Naomi, would you like to come as well? And this is Tina, our counsellor. And enjoy your journey. if you've been affected by anything you've seen in today's show, what you can do is follow the links from 5.tv/Trisha Goddard to get to my homepage. Now there you'll find some links with help and advice from professionals, and you can also have your say in the forum. But let's get back to today. James is desperate to track down his long-lost father, Bert. What James doesn't know? Well, we found him and he's here to meet the son he hasn't seen for over 19 years. That's next.
You're rubbish in the bedroom. Oh, yeah!
Independent price checker mysupermarket.co.uk found on Sunday that on average Tesco were cheaper on this many products. Not bad. Until you see that on average Asda were cheaper on more than 3